I'm staying in LA these days, and I went to a place called Guisados. For those of you who travel to LA, try to check out that store. You're going to love the tacos there. Spoke to the owner. He started 3 stores. What was amazing about it is that they were all Mexican. They were all happy working, serving you. They didn't feel diminished. They didn't feel inferior. They were giving you good food, and you were paying for it. A message to African Americans, a message to Puerto Ricans, a message to people all over the Caribbean. You better watch Mexicans. You better take a lesson from them. They are family oriented. They are entrepreneurial. If they start with a taco stand on your corner, in 2 years they'll have a little taco store, and before you know it, they'll have a full grocery store. They are not about welfare, and they are not about sitting on their butts and waiting for the man to give them anything. They go out and get it. And if they have to work at below market rates, they'll do that. They are going to be the next powerful group in this country. And by the way, in case you think Latino, Puerto Rican, Dominican, that you are God's gift to Latin America, you better check out west of the Mississippi. 85% of all Latinos in this country are Mexican. There are some of us who are threatened by them. What is that about? They're not doing jobs that you want. Why do we continue to say they're taking jobs away from us? Black man, be very careful that you're not fooled by the master manipulator who's going to tell you they're taking jobs from you. They did this in Chicago and won an election. Rahm Emanuel is mayor of Chicago now because the Mexican American who went against him was ruined by the black vote who felt that Mexicans were taking their jobs instead of coming together as a coalition. I was in Chicago the other day and I spoke about that. I don't think that'll happen again. We need to do this in New York. We need to do this in Philadelphia. We need to do this all over the United States. Black man, listen to me. We talk about do for self. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad used to say do for self. Why don't we put that into practice? You don't have to become a Muslim to understand that in order to take care of business in your community, you got to hire your own. Why not? Don't get mad at Dominicans who do it. Don't get mad at Haitians who do it. Let's begin to look at the Mexican model as a perfect example where we should go in the future. Let's learn from them rather than criticize them. We can pull this together. Puerto Rican, listen to me carefully. In New York City, we owned the bodegas. We used to have the best restaurants. We had the best barbershops. What happened to us? When did we decide that it was not profitable for us to make money? We gave it up. We sold it. Somebody came with cash. We're doing it with the homes too. By gentrification is taking place. And people are buying these homes for nothing. You think that $250,000 is a lot of money? That'll go in 2 years, if not 1 year. And they'll sell that same house that you have for $2 to $3 million. It's happening in El Barrio right now. It's happening in Harlem. Don't be a fool. How do we set up overtures? How do we approach them? How do we learn from them? I live in Spanish Harlem, and every morning when I get up, I see those mothers taking their children to school, picking them up in school. I see those men on Sundays playing soccer with their kids. Something is going on in that community that we need to learn and we need to imitate. There's nothing wrong in saying, wait a minute. These guys are making money. These guys, they may live 15 to an apartment, but they're slowly building their net worth. Puerto Riqueño, defiende lo tuyo. Black man, watch Mexicans. Learn Spanish if you can. Let's begin to imitate good examples as opposed to trying to be thugs and trying to be homeboys and yo, what's up? Let's learn from them. There's something that they have that is absolutely beautiful, and it's called family. How can we bring them in so that they can build political power too, protect them against illegal deportations? How can we help them? With Dominicans, Puerto Ricans were useful in protecting them and giving them advice. Puerto Ricans must lead the road on this. And by the way, black man, we have to be at the forefront of immigration struggle. Not Latinos, you, Puerto Ricans and Latinos. Black lives matter. Not all lives matter. Not Latino. Black lives matter. Be on the forefront of that. Not because of you, but because you love your brother and because you don't want him dead on the streets by some racist policeman. We need to look at each other and stop tolerating each other and start celebrating each other. I believe that we pull this off, this nation will see renaissance, revival, and revolution. Like and share.